Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to the Lion of God channel. I'm so deeply grateful that you've joined me here today. Whether you're watching from a place of clarity or confusion, peace or pain, know this: you are seen, you are valued, and you are exactly where you're meant to be. Today, we're diving into something so close to the heart, so transformative, that it just might shift the way you see love, your connection, and your divine purpose forever. Let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered, what if everything you believed about love was only a piece of the full truth? What if the most powerful relationship of your life, the one that awakens every cell in your body, that echoes through your dreams and stirs your soul, is the very one you've been resisting the most? And not just you. What if your divine counterpart, your twin flame, has been running from it too? Here's the truth I want to gently lay on your heart today. The twin flame journey is not your typical love story. This isn't about meeting someone and riding off into the sunset. This is about transformation. This is soul work. This is about being completely undone and then reborn in the fire of unconditional love. Twin flame love is a cosmic force, a divine appointment, a spiritual fire that burns away everything that is false, leaving only truth, only soul, only light. And it doesn't always feel easy. In fact, it often feels like the most intense emotional and spiritual journey you'll ever walk. And yet, it's the most beautiful path of all. Now, for many of us, the most painful part of this journey isn't the connection itself, it's the resistance, especially from the divine masculine. They feel it. Oh, they feel it. That deep magnetic pull toward their counterpart is undeniable. But instead of moving closer, they often run. They question it. They reject it. Not because they don't feel it, but because it terrifies them. And if you're the divine feminine, watching your counterpart pull away can be devastating. You're left asking, why can't they see it? What will finally open their eyes? So today, we're going to explore 7 soul-awakening reasons why the divine masculine finally begins to see, to truly recognize the truth of the twin flame connection. These are not just psychological reasons. These are spiritual truths that unfold in divine timing. And I promise you, what you'll uncover today will not only bring clarity, it will bring healing. So breathe with me, ground yourself, and let's begin this sacred journey. Reason 1. Their identity begins to crumble. Let's start here, because this is where it all begins. The moment the divine masculine meets their twin flame, something cracks open. Sometimes it's instant, sometimes it's subtle, but there's a shift, and it rocks their inner world. You see, the divine masculine has been taught to build his identity around external things: career, control, success, logic. He's learned to value the measurable, to believe in what he can touch and control. Vulnerability, that's weakness. Emotions, that's chaos. Love, that's conditional. But then you show up, the twin flame, and your presence mirrors back to him everything he's buried, everything he's tried to avoid. Your eyes show him his soul. Your energy exposes the cracks in his armor. You don't just connect with his heart, you disarm him at the deepest level. And that's terrifying. He begins to feel the ground beneath him shake. The carefully crafted identity he's relied on starts to fall apart. But what he doesn't realize is, that's not destruction. That's rebirth. This is where the ego dissolves. This is where the soul begins to rise. Reason 2. The emotional walls begin to break. For years, he's been told to man up, to be logical, to not cry, to never show weakness. But this connection doesn't care about those rules. The twin flame bond stirs emotions that have been locked away for lifetimes. Feelings start surfacing. Waves of love, fear, confusion, and longing. He doesn't know what to do with it. So, he tries to shut it down. He tells himself it's not real, that he's overreacting, that this is just infatuation. But deep inside, he knows this isn't just any connection. This is the one. Eventually, the emotional pressure becomes too much, and something cracks open. He may cry for the first time in years. He may feel uncontrollable anger, or grief, or longing. But in that emotional flood, he finds his truth. For the first time, he allows himself to feel. And that feeling is sacred. It's the start of a whole new version of him. Reason 3, the emptiness becomes too loud to ignore. Now this one's subtle, until it isn't. Even when life seems perfect, he has the job, the relationship, the success. There's a quiet ache, a restlessness, a whisper in the silence. Something is missing. He tries to fill the void. He travels, works harder, dates others, distracts himself. But it doesn't work, because the void is shaped like you. It's not just longing, it's recognition. His soul remembers yours, and no matter how much he tries to forget you, something in him knows. Nothing else will ever feel quite the same. And when the distractions no longer numb the ache, he begins to face the truth. This connection isn't going anywhere, because it's not just love, it's soul memory. Reason 4. Synchronicities become impossible to deny. This is when the universe steps in. He starts seeing 1111. Your name appears in unexpected places. A song you once shared plays at just the right moment. He dreams of you. He senses you. It's like you're everywhere. At first, he thinks it's coincidence, maybe even madness. But it doesn't stop. The signs increase. The frequency rises. The synchronicities become too perfect, too aligned to ignore. Eventually, he has no choice but to ask, what is going on? And that's the beginning of his spiritual awakening. He starts to realize he's not imagining this. He's being guided, nudged, called home. Reason 5. He realizes he's not in control. Control is the divine masculine's comfort zone. He wants to plan, to lead, to protect. But this journey doesn't respond to logic or control. It demands surrender. At first, he resists. He tries to make sense of it all. He wants to manage it like a project. But the more he fights it, the more drained he feels. Eventually, he comes to a beautiful truth. He's not meant to control this. He's meant to experience it, to feel it, to surrender to it. And when he does, when he stops fighting, everything begins to transform. He starts to trust, to soften, to let his soul lead. And in that surrender, his heart opens fully for the first time. Reason 6. The spiritual awakening deepens. Now that his heart is opening, he begins to awaken at lightning speed. He starts to feel energy. He hears messages in dreams. He senses your emotions, even when you're far away. He explores things he once laughed off. Meditation, energy healing, the law of attraction. He becomes curious about signs, symbols, and divine timing. And he starts to feel you energetically, in the quiet moments, in dreams, in his body. He begins to realize that this connection isn't just emotional or physical, it's divine. It transcends time, space, and logic. And now, he can no longer deny it. Reason 7. The moment of no return. Despite everything, he still might try to walk away. He might date others, focus on work, pretend he's over you. But nothing compares. No one feels like you. And one day, when he least expects it, a memory of you returns. A scent, a song, a feeling, and it drops him to his knees. He realizes he's been trying to replace the irreplaceable. And that's when the resistance fades, the fears melt. He surrenders, not because he lost, but because he knows. He finally understands. You are not just a person. You are his mirror, his counterpart, his other soul. He stops running and starts returning. Not because he has to, but because he wants to. Because his soul is guiding him back to you. Beautiful soul, if you're still watching this, I want to remind you of something. Your journey is not in vain. Your love is not unreciprocated. This connection is working in ways you cannot see. Behind the scenes, healing is happening. Growth is taking place. Awakening is unfolding. So don't give up hope. Keep loving yourself. Keep rising in your light. Keep anchoring into truth. Because when the divine masculine awakens, the reunion becomes inevitable. And what's meant for you, what's destined, can never be lost. Thank you so much for walking with me through this sacred journey of the divine masculine's awakening. If this message touched your heart, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs this message, and subscribe to the Lion of God channel. And drop a comment below. Where are you on your journey? Are you seeing these signs in your counterpart? Let's create a space of support and soul family. Until next time, beautiful soul, stay grounded in love, stay open to miracles, and always trust the journey. The path toward union is not easy, but it is sacred, and it is always worth it.